everyone, I'm Dr. Wen Long Huang, a general surgeon from the first affiliate hospital of Shantou University Medical College. In last section, we talked about the structures and functions of the GI tract, and today we will discuss different types of digestive juices. And at the end of this section, you will be able to describe the main components of saliva, gastric juice, pancreatic juice, bile, and intestinal juice. You will also be able to interpret the functions of different digestive juices and identify the leakage of digestive juices in the clinic. Let's start off with a case. Mr. Xu, a 78-year-old man, was treated with pancreatoduodenectomy, in which there was a removal of the duodenum, the head of the pancreas, common bile ducts, and with reconstruction, due to a malignancy in the head of the pancreas 2 weeks ago. During the morning walk round, he complained of upper abdominal pain. A yellowish fluid was found in the Janus tube, which was placed in the abdominal cavity during surgery. So, what may be the potential source of this yellowish fluid, and how would you confirm your diagnosis? We will try to answer these questions by discussing different types of digestive juices. So, what are digestive juices? Digestive juices are secretions from the GI system that assist in the digestion and absorption. Major types of digestive juices include saliva, the gastric juice, bile, pancreatic secretions, and intestinal secretion. General components of digestive juices and functions. Different digestive juices are secreted by different organs in the GI system. However, they share some similarities in their components. They contain water, enzymes, mucus, and ions. Digestive juices help to dilute food, maintain proper pH, involved in chemical digestion, and protect the GI system. And we will discuss them in detail. Saliva. Saliva is secreted from the serous and mucous cells of the salivary glands. The submandibular glands accounts for 70% of the secretion, the parietal for 25%, and sublingual for 5%. And pictures on your right demonstrate the basic structure of these glands. Saliva consists of 97 to 99.5% of water, which help moisten and lubricate your mouth and food. Saliva is hypoosmotic, slightly acidic solution containing electrolytes, for example, sodium ion, potassium ion, chloride ion, etc. And some of these ions assist in maintaining the calcium phosphate matrix of the teeth. Digestive enzymes, for example, the salivary amylase initiates starch digestion in the mouth. Proteins, for example, mucin, lysoenzyme, defensins, and IgA, can destroy the oral bacteria. Metabolic waste, for example, the uric acid. After primary digestion by the saliva, the food is then passed down to the stomach, where the food is further digested by the gastric secretion. Gastric juice is a mixture of secretions from the gastric glands and epithelial cells with a pH of 0.9 to 1.5. And on your right is the structure of the ocentic glands, which consists of surface epithelia, the neck cells, the parietal, or we call it ocentic cells, and the chief cells. Surface epithelia produce insoluble mucus, while the neck cells secrete soluble mucus. Parietal cells makes hydrogen chloride, creating an acidic environment for the further chemical digestion. The mucus form a mucus bicarbonate barrier, a thick coat of bicarbonate-rich mucus on the stomach wall that establish a pH ladder and hence protect the stomach from the acidic environment. And when this barrier is compromised, for example, in gastric ulcer, the gastric wall is in direct contact with acid and will feel a burning pain. The pancreatic cells also secrete intrinsic factor. Intrinsic factor binds to vitamin B12, which will be further absorbed as intrinsic factor vitamin 12 complexes in the ileum. The compromised absorption of vitamin B12 causes pernicious anemia. Chief cells. Pepsinogen is secreted by chief cells and activated to pepsin by the hydrogen chloride in the stomach. Here, I will provide more information on the cellular mechanism of hydrogen chloride secretion. The hydrogen ion is transported across the mucosal membrane using the hydrogen-potassium ATPase system, which is also known as proton pump. The same amount of bicarbonate is produced when hydrogen ion is released into the lumen of the stomach, hence creating a postprandial alkali tide. The proton pump inhibitor, the PPI, for example, omeprazole, can suppress hydrogen ion production, hence it is used for the treatment of gastric or duodenal ulcer. The next group of digestive juices we will discuss is from the pancreas. There are two major types of cells in the exocrine pancreas, the acinar cells and the epithelial cells. Acinar cells synthesize and secrete pancreatic juices, which is an alkali solution of pH 7.8 to 8.5, leaving the cells via exocytosis. Three major groups of enzymes are critical to efficient digestion. Proteins, the majority of which are trypsin and chymotrypsin. They break down the proteins, pancreatic lipids that digest fats, and amylase that break down carbohydrates in the food. Epithelial cells in the pancreatic ducts secrete bicarbonates and water, which neutralize the acidic kind and provide an optimal environment for pancreatic enzymes. Other than the lipids secreted by the pancreas, bile also plays important roles in the digestion of fats. The secretion and excretion of bile. The total estimated bile production in the hepatocyte is about 600 to 1,000 milliliters, but only 500 to 600 milliliters is secreted per day. The gallbladder stores and concentrates the bile during the fasting state, and the composition and functions of bile. Bile is a yellow to green alkaline solution containing bile salts, bile pigments, cholesterol, neutral fats, phospholipids, and electrolytes. Bile salts are cholesterol derivatives, and they emulsify fats, facilitate fats and cholesterol absorption by forming micelles. They also help solubilize cholesterol. Bile acids are also critical for transport and absorption of the fat-soluble vitamins. Enterohepatic recirculation of bile salts. Approximately 95% of the bile acids delivered to the duodenum are absorbed into the blood within the ileum. The bile salts stimulate the liver to produce bile. Intestinal secretion. The amount of secretion by the small intestine is about 1 to 3 liters per day. With a pH of 7.6, its ionic composition is similar to that of extracellular fluid and plasma, except for the higher concentration of bicarbonate. The goblet cells secrete mucus, which lubricate the chyme. The penis cells secrete enterokinase, which activates pancreatic zymogens. The submucosal glands of Lipican secrete viscous mucus, providing protections for the mucosa. So now let's come back to the cases. Mr. Wang was at 2 weeks after his surgery. The yellowish fluid in the drainage tube might be from the leakage of bile or pancreatic juice. Bile or pancreatic juice is highly irritable, causing Mr. Wang's abdominal pain. Fluid from the leakage should be collected and analyzed for bilirubin and amylase or lipase. Now, a question for you. How would you treat the patient with such leakage? Summary. In these cases, we have discussed the components of different types of digestive juices, and these juices help to digest the variety of food we eat each day. And that's all for today, and next time we will discuss the neural and hormone control of the GI system. Thank you.